Supreme on the beat.
From the high banks of Bristol, we bring you Full Pedal Jacket Intimidator Cup Series racing. A little bit late to the party tonight, but we are here nonetheless. 16 cars on the grid tonight for a 250-lap main event. We'll get one to go right here as we pass the start-finish line. We'll try to quickly get through the starting grid. I don't know if we'll get through the whole thing, but I will attempt. On pole, like we heard last night, is Zach Comella. Outside him, Brady Shue. Second row is going to be Logan Ikra and Tyler Bentley. Row 3, Sharon Slate and DJ Thomas. Row 4, Matthew Fleming and Clint McGill. Row 5, Mason Hausman and Scott Meaden. Row 6 is going to be it's Nathan Bentley and Jeff Meaden. New paint schemes for everybody this week, it seems like. Behind them, Braden Black, John Price, and Griffin Williams. So a little bit late to the party. We're going to get it going anyway. Zach Comella brings the field off turn 4. The green flag is out. 250 laps. We're underway from Bristol. An early lead for Zach Comella. Pulls ahead by about 3 car lengths on Brady Shue. Zach Comella very, very fast at Bristol, so expect him to be out front for a lot of this race. One lap. What was that? Okay. And behind them is DJ Thomas in the 5th position. So already a large gap for Zach Comella. You see him running right up near the wall, and he drives it off the corner down at the bottom of the racetrack. So he has pulled ahead already by almost a second on the remainder of the field. You see the battle ongoing for 2nd position right now. Brady Shue, Tyler Bentley, Logan Ikra, DJ Thomas. And it's a pretty large gap back to the 420 of Mason Hausman, who has moved his way up to the 6th position. And he puts Clint McGill in the 7th position. So as we move back up here to the leader, Zach Comella sees Matthew Fleming hit pit road early in this one. Try to get back up here to the leader. There he is, Zachary Comella. Long race, but it won't seem like one. 250 laps will go by very quickly, especially if we have a lack of yellows. And our first encounter with lap traffic tonight is going to be Griffin Williams in the 54. Comella will go to his outside. Slowed him up a little bit through 3 and 4 right there, but he passes him pretty much with no contest. Field already pretty spread out. Several guys at the back of this pack just now headed into turns 1 and 2. Car is giving Brady some problems. He'll get around him now, but boy, it looked like we were going to have some trouble back here. Tyler Bentley's run down Brady's shoe for second place. So we'll see if he can make that pass. Bentley very, very fast this week, as well as Comella and Brady's shoe. So not surprising to see any of those three at the front. And Zach Comella has checked out. The lead is 2 seconds already. So already a blistering pace for the Ford machine. So the man on a mission this week. Got to talk to him a little bit this week before the race. And he is very, very, very inspired to do well this week. So still out front is Comella. He's extending the lead over the remainder of the field to about 2.4 seconds. Changed for second, though. Up to second is Tyler Bentley, so he'll start to try to run down the four. See if he can do that. See John Price down there on the apron. A little bit of trouble for him early on in this race. Fast-paced action at Bristol. Zach Comella has checked out. Although Bentley is cutting the gap just a little bit. He's got it down to under 2 seconds. So we'll see what it is this time by. Stays about consistent. He cut it down a little bit more. We'll have to see what happens when these guys get into a long run. We're only 15 laps in. Runs are a lot longer here than they are at most places, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of run length we're looking at. And Camella's going to put Griffin Williams 2 laps down. So a struggle so far for Griffin. We'll see if he can get it back together. And Comella has reached the back of the field. So you see John Price merging back on track. He's 2 laps down. Matthew Fleming's a couple laps down. He's been on pit road a few times. Clinton McGill is coming down as well. So several guys having a really tough time getting used to the track so far. As Comella continues to lead, the lead is down to about 1.5 seconds. So watch out. Not so fast. Comella thought he was going to check out and maybe run this race. And he's put it back out to about 1.8 seconds after Tyler had to deal with some lap traffic. So Comella comes up to the Meaden brothers now. They're 2 wide in front of him. They're going to slow him up. You see Jeff Meaden's got damage already to the front of that machine. Scott Meaden in the wall there.
Yellow flag is out.
Caution! Caution! Is coming out. So caution on lap number 21 of 250.
We'll go back here and take a look and see what caused that caution.
So as I finally get to take a breath after about 20 laps there. So Zach Comella is leading. You saw Tyler Bentley starting to run him down there. So Bentley is into second. So it moves Brady Shue to third. DJ Thomas is up to fourth. Braden Black is up to fifth. Rest of the lead lap is Mason Hausman, Nathan Bentley, Sharon Slate, and Jeff Meaden. You saw Scott Meaden get put a lap down. He'll get the lucky dog. So he'll be back on the lead lap as well. So we'll have 10 cars on the lead lap total. Ikra is 1 lap down. You see him cycling in. He's got some damage. So here's he was in the incident, whatever it was. McGill, 3 laps down. Griffin Williams, 4. John Price, 5. And Matt Fleming, 12. So 5 guys already off the lead lap.
That's how things go here at Bristol. You know, it's a really short track. You get a couple of seconds different, even a couple of tenths of a second's difference, and 23 laps ticking by real quick here can lead to you going some laps down real fast.
Oh, yeah. So Comella will pit. Bentley did not. It doesn't look like many other guys are going to. You saw Ikra come down. He's got some damage. But it'll hand the lead over to Mr. Tyler Bentley. As we said in qualifying, some new looks on that number 55 machine. A sleek Intel MSI paint scheme going for him this week.
We expected to have this race kind of eke into the night starting later on, but had a little bit of issues with the session, had some issues with iRacing in general this week, getting this set up. So that's probably why there's still some sun on the track. As it goes on though, we're probably expecting for the clouds to come over, the sun to set down, this track's going to cool off, guys are going to gain some speed on it here. Be interesting to see how it plays out in the later waning minutes of this race. How much speed it's going to get and how well these guys can do on old tires on a colder track.
Definitely, definitely. Well, with only about 25 laps on the board, Zach Comella is scored right now in the 10th position. He's one of the only cars to pit. So the leader for every lap from green to yellow right there is going to have to start pretty deep in the pack for being one of the only cars to make the left turn. So Tyler Bentley inherits the lead. DJ Thomas will be to his outside. Second row, Braden Black and Mason Hausman. Third row, Nathan Bentley, Sharon Slate, Brady Shue, Jeff Meaden, Scott Meaden, and Zach Camillo rounds out the lead lap cars. Tyler Bentley brings them down off of 4. They see the green flag. We're back racing on lap number 25. Oh, a little slide there from Hausman, a little slide there from Thomas. It allows the 55 and the 8 to get out clear. So Tyler Bentley to the race lead. And he quickly checks out from the 8 of Braden Black. 20 of DJ Thomas gets slot into third. And he yellows back out again. And it appears that it is John Price that's involved in this one.
Yeah, a lot of guys spinning their tires on that restart there.
Right back under yellow here on lap number 27. So Tyler Bentley continues to lead. I don't know if Carmel gained any spots. He did. He gained 1. Lucky Dog this time. Going to be Logan Ikra in the 13. How many sets of tires are there? I think it's unlimited.
Yeah, it's unlimited.
Can't find it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Unlimited tire sets, guys. You know I'm a limit.
It's going to be
so as we put 29.
Want to take advantage of.
Oh, yeah. Definitely old tires. We just saw there a couple of guys spin tires that were only about 25 laps old. So as we put lap 29 on the board, the rest of the leaders will pit. So the 19 of Clint McGill is going to get one of his laps back via the free wave. Logan Ikra is going to get the waiver, or the lucky dog, excuse me. And we got some confusion on the pit road. Made guys going in the wrong pit lane. So over. So Brady Shue in the 9. So Brady Shue leads as we put lap 30 of 250 on the board. So it'll be Shue, followed by Jeff Meaden and Zach Comella. So Comella's right back up to the front after pitting on our first caution. So as we wait for scoring to re-update here. Well, I thought Logan Ikra was going to get the lucky dog. I guess not. I guess he did not get the lucky dog. So he'll stay a lap down. Nathan Bentley is actually the one that gets back on the lead lap. So a little bit of a shuffle in the running order. Comella's right back up to third, and Tyler Bentley's back up to fifth. So the two cars that checked out on the first run are third and fifth for our restart here in just a couple of laps. Meaden is second. Thomas is fourth. Braden Black is sixth. That's the outside row. Braden Black is sixth. We said that. Mason Hausman, Sharon Slate, seventh and eighth. Nathan Bentley and Scott Meaden round out the lead lap cars. So, assuming we get another yellow, it'll be Logan Ekra getting back on the lead lap. So we'll re-rack him and try it again on lap 33. And Tyler Bentley's actually going to be fourth. So I don't know where the issue in scoring was right there. So flip-flop, Thomas and Bentley. And that's how you're going to have our results coming back to the green flag. A little bit wider camera angle for the restart.
Green flag.
They
green
see the
flag.
restart zone. Brady Shue went really late, slides, and they're wrecking on the restart. Stacking up, multiple cars involved. No yellow, but damage to several
flag
cars,
out.
including some in the front. Now they're wrecking. I believe it's John Price again. So we'll go back under the yellow. We saw it happen. Brady Shue spun the tires. We've seen it happen on the last couple of restarts. Guys spin old tires. Really can't do much about it. So Brady slipped the racetrack, caught Jeff Meaden, stack up, went to the back of the field, and John Price unfortunately gets the worst of it and hands the lead back over to our pole sitter, Zach Camilla, and Tyler Bentley will be second. So the dogfight continues here on lap number 35 as we pace under the caution. Everybody's still running. This time Logan Ekra should get the lucky dog. I think I'm correct this time. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I've got this one this time. Here he comes. Yep, so Logan Eager's going to get back on the lead lap. There'll be 11 cars on the lead lap. We'll see if anybody is a taker for pit road.
Yeah, looking at the pit stops, seems like Camilla and Brady are the two on the oldest tires. Camilla pitted on lap 23, Brady pitted on lap 21. Rest of the field around them came in on lap 29. Could help them out in the long run, but like we always say, cautions breed cautions, and this could be the story of it for a little bit longer here until guys kind of get settled in and get used to running the restarts on these old tires.
So with 36 laps behind us, like we said, Camilla Bentley will be the front row. Behind them, DJ Thomas and Braden Black. Mason Hausman finds his way back into the top 5. Brady Shue runs in 6th after the incident there on their restart. Nathan Bentley is 7th. Sharon Slade is 8th. Logan Ekra will end up being 9th. Jeff and Scott Meaden round out the lead lap in 10th and 11th. Clint McGill, Griffin Williams, John Price, Matt Fleming, and Michael Lanfear are all laps down. And Scott Meaden did not beat the pace car, so we'll see if it hasn't passed it here. And it will. So, never mind. So we'll go back racing, I think, on lap 39 of 250 laps. Gonna pass really quickly. Really only running 125 miles compared to the last couple of weeks, running almost 300. So a little bit shorter race per se, although it will take about as long. Are indeed out on the pace car. So Bentley pulls to the outside. It might actually help Bentley to be on the outside here. If he can get a good restart, stick with the 4.4s on old tires. Older tires, at least. So we'll see what Bentley can do with it. See if he can get out ahead. And kind of check out for our next run. Not sure how many rounds of green flag stops we'll see on a track as confined as this one. But we'll see if it becomes an issue a little bit later on. This car will make the left turn. We'll put lap 39 of 250 on the board. Camilla pulls up a little bit. Green flag is out. We're back racing good start for Bentley on the outside. Look at that. He's shot out of a cannon into 1 and 2. Can he carry the momentum off the high side? Side by side. Drag race for the race lead. Bentley pulls clear. Camella slides up. Runs him up the racetrack. Bentley's got to recover it. Still side by side for the race lead off into 1 and 2. Bentley hanging tough. Trying to get to the outside. He gets a better corner exit there. Pulls a half a car length ahead. Camella drops back, lifts a little bit more, comes back to his inside, and they're still side by side. And now Tyler Bentley is forward to the race lead. So old tires starting to get to Zach Camella about 18 laps into the tire room. So Bentley pulls ahead by 2 or 3 car lengths. Mason Hausman's made his way up, challenging for 30, slides up in front of the 8 of Braden Black. So Hausman's on the move now. He's up to 3rd position. Camella staying within about 2 or 3 car lengths of the back bumper of the 55. For now, though, Tyler Bentley holds on to the race lead. Hausman dives in for 2nd. You want to bring Braden Black back to his back bumper. So a 3-car battle for 2nd right now. And still, leader not checking out by very much. They're running similar lines. Braden Black running a similar line to them. Mason Hausman's the only one trying a line a little bit lower. You see it right there. He's running a little bit closer to the bottom, trying to make up some positions. But now he's settled in 3rd, right back into the clutches of Braden Black. Couple cars on pit road. Griffin Williams, the 19 of Clint McGill. So still, Bentley, Camella, Hausman, Black, and DJ Thomas pulling away from the field. Camella's pulled back to within a car length of the 55. It's a little bit higher on corner entry. Let's see if he can carry it off corner exit. Not quite. He's within half a car length, though. Lifts way off the throttle. Trying to go for corner exit speed. He gets some. He's back to about a half a car length back of the 55 machine. We put lap 48 on the board. Camella turns left, tries to get inside of him. Can't do it. That's a better run off corner exit. Huge run off corner exit. Side by side drag race for the race lead again. Camella and Bentley going at it for another time in this race. Ooh, Hausman gets the wall hard back there. He'll lose 3rd to Braden Black, who's closing in on the battle for the lead. Good run there off 2 by Bentley. Hausman gets the wall again. Bentley pulls back ahead of the 4 for now. Here comes the 4 back to his inside, and he'll give the lead back up to Tyler Bentley. Entertaining stuff at the front of the field. Yeah, you're right. The shade's starting to come over the racetrack a little bit.
It's going to probably help these guys on older tires get a better run. I'm thinking that's what Camella was using to his advantage there. He seems to be about even with him on corners. The shade in there is the track, but getting back in that sun, he loses a little bit of time there.
Now we got lap traffic. Go around John Price. Camella try to use him as picks. It doesn't work. Bentley comes around John Price. Now he'll look to put Jeff Meaden a lap down. Gets to the inside of him. Camella stays high. Braden Black sends it in to the outside of Camella, but he gets in the wall. Has to dive back inside. So put Jeff Meaden a lap down. Still, Bentley, Camella, and Braden Black. And this is a fight up here at the front right now. Looks inside of Camella, going to be side by side with him. Camella may have hit the wall right there. You saw it. He may have bounced off the outside wall. Doesn't seem to have affected him very much. Bentley still out front. They bypassed the 88 of Fleming, and now the 18 of Sharon Slate's got a bunch of damage. So look at Slate a lap down. That leaves 8 cars on a lead lap. Braden Black got another good corner entry there on Camella. He is on the back bumper of that number 4. Bentley stays about a car length out in front from Camella and Braden Black. So now he's been settled into 4th now. Thomas is 5th. Brady Shue 6th. Nathan Belly 7th. And Logan Ikra is 8th. Last car on the lead lap. They'll catch him probably in the next 15 laps. They continue this race pace right now. We are 58 laps into this one. Mella right back up to the back bumper of the 55, keeping the pressure on. Not letting the 55 get away just yet. A little bit better corner exit that time for Bentley. Canella made him in the wall again. And again. So old tires really starting to plague the four, who is now under attack from the aid of Braden Blackford's second position. It allows Bentley to scoot away just a little bit. Logan Eaker is now 2 laps down. I saw him hit pit road. So 7 cars remain on the lead lap. Next car to go a lap down would be Nathan Bentley, but he's quite a ways around the track from his brother Tyler. Braden Black has taken second from the 4. So he gets around the 4 machine. So Bentley has checked out just a little bit. And he looks to kind of start putting on laps. We're already 63 laps in. So we're already talking about a quarter of the way into this race. No cautions for a little bit now.
Now I think we're getting into the territory of saving tires, saving fuel, stretching it out as long as you can while still being fast if you're one of these guys up here in the front.
For sure. And you know Bentley's doing that. I don't know what the gap is. It's about 9/10. We'll see what it is this time by. And he's pushed it out to about 1.1. The gap continues to grow for Tyler Bentley. It's up to a 1.5 seconds, so he has set sail. He's been fast all week long. We saw it last night in qualifying. We've seen it all week, really, including in the practice sessions. And it's really not even just short run speed. He has short run speed. What's more important is on the long run, you see it here. He can really check out and cash in some long run speed. He has stretched the gap to over 2.5 seconds, so Bentley is pulling away.
Yellow flag is out.
But hang on just a sec. We got a caution, and there you see it. It's John Price again. So that kind of changes things up just a little bit. We'll bring the field back together, give these guys a chance to pit, get new tires. So Bentley files in behind the pace car, followed by Braden Black, Zach Camilla, and Mason Hausman. Brady Shue, DJ Thomas, and Nathan Bentley will be the remaining lead lap cars. Lucky dog on this caution is going to be Jeff Meaden in the 72. Every other car multiple laps down at this point. And several guys have, well, at least one guy's called it a night already. Griffin Williams has called it into his night a little bit early. So you see Jeff Meaden, he'll come around, he'll be back on the lead lap. Next car to start getting lucky dogs will be Sharon Slate, so really in a good spot if we get some quick cautions to get some laps back. We saw the last couple of runs, we had cautions after 1, 2, 3 laps, so we'll see what we get done this time. We got a bunch of takers for pit road. Bentley, Black, Comella, looks like about all the leaders. I don't think anybody stayed out. Well, Sharon Slate did. That's going to mean a waiver round for the 18. Same thing for Michael Lanfear. He is multiple laps down. I believe Lanfear and Clinton McGill. Another guy calling it a night early, Logan Eaker. We saw him. He was having some serious issues, kind of dropping back in the pack a little bit early on. And he has called it into his night. Well, so as we cycle back towards the pace car, if that's the correct order here as we come back around, it was a bad stop for Tyler Bentley. Yeah, we got a new leader. Well, let's see. Let's see if he crosses the line. Yeah, New leader, Braden Black. So a good stop for the 18. Now, the only problem is starting second's been the fastest guy all week, especially on new tires. So Zach Camilla is outside front row. So we'll see how long Braden Black can hold on to the lead. You saw him keeping up there on that run. Took second away from the 4 later in the run, so if he can hang with the 4 for a little bit here on short run speed. The 8's got good long run speed, so we'll see what he can do. Second, as he said, Camilla. Well, now Camilla's in front of him, so maybe Camilla is actually first. Doesn't matter that way.
I
So,
am seeing it as Zach Camilla's in first.
so Camilla Black, then Mason Hausman comes out third, right where he was. And, well, yeah, so Brady Shoe's going to be fourth. And DJ Thomas is going to be fifth. Tyler Bentley showing right now is the last car on the lead lap. In sixth
Yeah,
position.
Tyler had a 25-second pit stop time there. Interesting to see. Trying to wonder what he might have done. Maybe he took 4 tires instead of just 2, like some of these guys might be doing. Maybe put some more fuel in it. Might have had some damage. We've seen a couple guys hit that outside wall.
Oh, yeah. Camella's hit it several
flag,
times already.
green flag.
Green flag back out. We're back racing. Camella gets a good restart. He's a car laying down in front of the field as we head through 1 and 2, and he's gone. We talked about it earlier on. The short run speed in the 4 is incredible. Like, you see it right here. A huge send from the 8 of Braden Black trying to hold on to second. Battle for second right now. Mason Hausman and DJ Thomas is right there in fourth, waiting to pounce on whoever gets out of this battle first. Thomas is going to follow Braden Black. Now he backs off just a little bit, so the battle for second rages on. Tyler Bentley is up to fifth. So he's past Brady Shute for that position. And contact between Black and Hausman back there. They are rubbing doors battling for second place. Classic Bristol bump and bang racing.
Like I've said before, this track reminds me a lot of dirt track racing. Now that they're bringing the dirt back here, it'll be interesting to see how the NASCAR Cup cars run. Racing like this, you're used to seeing it, guys kicking the doors off of each other and trying to get by.
Well, the Mason Hausman, I've known for a while. He's got extensive dirt experience, so got to use that to your advantage at tracks like this, and he does just that. Hold on to second place from Braden Black for the time being. Meanwhile, Camilla has pulled away. Now we'll see. The last time he was out front, he started to lose time as the run went on. So see if that happens again. Still, apparently, these guys are at it again. Black dives to the inside, trying to get a better run off the corner. Still side by side, better run for Hausman off the 4. Braden rides up the track a little bit and breaks even there. So he actually runs the middle again. Hausman's going to let him have it. Can Black slide up for second? He can. So good pass right there by Braden Black. Clearly one of the faster cars out here this afternoon.
Camilla's sitting up there in front. This is exactly what you want to see. 2 guys racing each other real hard, burning up their tires as you just kind of run your laps, check out in the field, focus on what's ahead.
And that is exactly what he is doing. He has put about 2.5 seconds between himself and the rest of the field. Now Braden Black is clear of Hausman, so we'll see if he can start to cut that gap down a little bit. We saw that Camilla had to lift a lot there in 1 and 2. Braden Black is on the charge. He's cut the gap down 3/10. He wants the race lead, and he wants it now. Gap's down to 1.6. 8 car is charging hard. Tyler Bentley's up to 4th. He is flying right now. This is in 6th. Oh, I'm hearing some wall banging. Caution's out again. And oh, we got a wreck. A couple of cars. And the pace car just T-boned Matthew Fleming, so on about 140. So, They're back at her yellow.
See what happened here.
Wow, pace car's going crazy. Wow, alright. The pace car looked like maybe a couple guys got together going for a space. Tires got a little bit old there on that run.
Yeah, looking at it here, it seems like maybe Jeff Beaton had a little bit of an issue on corner entry, and then Matthew Fleming, trying not to run into him, might have gotten onto the brakes a little bit too hard there and sent it around right down into him at the bottom of the track.
So under another caution, lap 89 on the board. Comella is first. Braden Black second, Mason Hausman third, Tyler Bentley fourth, Brady Shue fifth, DJ Thomas sixth, and Nathan Bentley is back on the lead lap in seventh. And even for just having 7 on the lead lap, these really the front 5 have been absolutely going at it to this point. Well, actually, make it front 6. DJ Thomas decided to pit there. But these front few cars are going at each other right now. We have 4, 5, 6, at least 5 or 6 cars that theoretically could win this thing. All depends on when the last restart happens. So you start to wonder if the last restart's on a long run, it's going to favor a guy like Braden Black, who has a ton of long run speed. We saw it right there as we started to get 15, 16 laps deep into a run. His car comes alive, and he's able to run past anybody he's near. So if it's a short run, though, you cannot bet against the 4. And he's going to beat everybody off pit road. Order's going to stay the same off pit road. Comella, Black, Hausman, Bentley. But I believe, since he pit a lap earlier, the lead may go over to DJ Thomas right here.
That is what I see scored on my end.
It does appear that way, yeah. It's another lap back for Sharon Slate. So put Sharon Slate back to only 2 laps down.
Sharon Slate showed us he can be fast here in the practices that we've ran on this track. If he can get back onto the lead lap, maybe use a fast repair that he's got, fix up his damage, I think he could be a car that can be in this at the end of the race.
That's what I'm wondering is, that car's been damaged the whole race. I'm almost wondering if maybe Sharon's saving those fast fixes a little bit later on. Anyway, pace car down. DJ Thomas leads us back this time. Green flag back out on lap 93. A good start for the 20. A good start for the 4, and he drives that thing off the 2. This time he's paced by Mason Hausman, who dives into turn 3 and spins in front of Braden Black.
I expected to see maybe Comella and Brady Shue banging doors. I didn't know Mason would be on the inside of there.
Well, you saw him send it in pretty hard right there. Trying to get around the 4. He slid up into him, caught him, spun it around right in front of the 8 of Braden Black, and Brady Shue may be involved as well. Now, the thing is, damage here, not going to affect you as much as it would other places. So, so we'll be back. Still Thomas, Comella, and now Braden Black is 3rd. Let's just quickly check on that car. Oh, he's fine. That's Bristol. That's Bristol damage right there.
Oh, yeah.
So it appears that the 8 car is going to be just fine. About every car in the field has damage right now, so.
Just about. It's going to be one of those hold on to your fast repairs. You know, tires are going to get old. You're going to hit the wall. Don't want to burn them up too early. Save them for the end of the race. Maybe get a little bit of extra speed, 1 or 2 miles per hour at the end of this race coming to the line. If you're equal with a guy, that's going to be a deciding factor.
Well, we're just short of 100 laps. And we've already had a ton of action in this race. So we'll see if that continues. I'm sure it will. So Thomas leads, Camella, Braden Black, Brady Shue, Tyler Bitley, and Nathan Bitley. So finally we get the brothers back side by side after a couple weeks of not having Nathan with us. So that's a nice thing to see. Mason Hausman still only lapping 7. And don't look now. Sharon Slate is down to just 1 lap down. Pretty much all laps that Sharon's gotten back have come the old-fashioned way, staying out, taking the wave, organizing pit stops. That time was the Lucky Dogs. It was a really quick yellow. So Sharon is still in this, not out of it by any means. So 99 laps will be on the board when we take the green flag. Field in the hands of DJ Thomas. Pace car takes the left. Field off of turn 4.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back out again. Great start that time for Thomas. He rockets ahead by half a car length. It'll be a battle for second between Braden Black and Zach Camella, and Braden Black's going to clear the 4. He pulls up in front of him, so a great run out of 1 and 2 that time for Braden Black. Now Camella starts to rebound just a little bit. These 2 car lengths behind Black, who is flying right now. The 8 car is on a mission. A car length, well, I'll make it 2 car lengths back from the 20. So the 20 continues to lead. 100 laps are behind us, 101 of 250. Now Camella starts to rebound just a little bit. Took him a couple laps to get back up to speed. Mason Hausman's on the charge.
I think he might be trying to make a favor with the good old-fashioned slide job.
Hausman's into 4th for now. He's flying again. So he passes Brady Shute for that spot. Tyler Bentley's still back around the 6th spot. Oh, Braden Black ran up the racetrack. That's going to let Camella get inside him, and battle is on for 2nd position. Camella drives around him pretty easily. Braden Black going to try to stick in. He turns him!
Yellow flag is out.
Hooks him into the wall.
Off with his front end.
Oh, man. All right, so... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We still got a long way to go. We still got a long way to go in this one. But already some tempers starting to some tempers starting to flare. We'll see if payback is in order a little bit later on. We knew this race was gonna make some guys mad. I usually don't do them until after the race, so. So the leader under the caution's Braden Black. There's a lot more damage to that car now than there was, though.
Most definitely.
Oh, yeah, that front end is... Now, at Bristol, it may not be as bad as it would be, say, at a track like Talladega, where aero is important.
Brady must have not liked that pit code.
Taking a little bit of frustration out on the pit code. I don't blame him. So Black leads for now. Damage, we'll see if it affects him on the restart. 107 laps in, and quite possibly the fastest car on track, at least on a short run, is in some trouble right now.
Looks like we have a new contender for the front running now. Sharon Slate came back onto the lead lap after.
Oh, Sharon Slate's back on the lead lap. Hey, give me a second. Somebody was asking for a wave around. Hold on. Does the wave come around in one to go? I thought it was one. Jeff, if you were asking for a wave around, it should give it to you on one to go. Ah, that's on me. My bad. So, Braden Black, Mason Hausman, Brady Shue, Tyler Bentley, Nathan Bentley. Top 5 now. Thomas, Slate, and Comella are the last 3 cars on the lead lap. So 8 cars on the lead lap. We'll get 1 to go right here. Almost halfway. Probably, yeah. Pace car will make the left. We'll see what happens here. I believe Camelo took a faster pair, and if I know Zach, he's going to be a man on a mission right here. Green flag. Braden Black a little bit slow to the green. So Mason Hausman comes to his outside, going for the race lead, drives it off turn 2, and new leader, Mason Hausman out front for the first time. Tyler Bentley's back up to 3rd, so he's charging hard. Black settles into P2. We're going to have to deal with that for Mason. He does blink a little bit. Not that bad. So Hausman leads. He caught the wall right there. Braden Black dives back inside for the race lead. Hausman gets the drive off the top. They'll keep the lead on lap number 112, but look out. 2 car lengths back and charging is Tyler Bentley. Bide his time for now.
Yeah, we saw it at Charlotte. He tended to save a little bit more on the short runs, and whenever we got a couple laps into the flag runs, he started to pick up pace. I'm sure we'll do the same thing here.
DJ Thomas hanging around in 4th. And Zach Comella is up to 5th. You see him there. He just went by the 9 of Brady Shue. Hausman stretches his lead. You can see him putting some lap sled on the board. Out for 3rd. Oh boy, that was almost bad.
Almost 3 wide.
DJ Thomas takes 3rd. Good to see him out front. Got a strong couple of laps last night. Knew he had speed, and he was showing it off right now. Pacing the field. At 118 on the board. Matthew Fleming had internet issues in this one. He's back, but same old for Matt Fleming. Poor guy can't seem to get away from connection issues. Hausman continues to lead, stretches the lead. Really, the rest of the guys are just kind of stuck behind the gate.
Back there, I saw Camelo diving down low. He may be going for it here in the next couple of runs.
Well, I definitely wouldn't be surprised. Still a battle on for 2nd. Braden Black in the wall, pulls down, catches the 20, and now they're wrecking again. And Oh, a big hit from the
Yellow,
20
yellow, yellow.
of Thomas in the 8 of Braden Black.
That one wasn't a good one for WME there with both DJ Thomas and Zach Logan.
We're gonna see some serious tempers coming after this race, I'm afraid.
That's why it's good to have it at the beginning of the season. Maybe get a couple of storylines going for this heading on into the later races, mile-and-a-half tracks where you can really get up underneath people and move them out of the way if you want to.
Oh, you got storylines, all right. You got plenty of them. We're not even halfway. So. So we'll pace around on lap 123. Still a long way to go. Almost halfway. We'll pass halfway under this caution. Mason pits. Camella does not.
Camella was one of the latest takers to the pit lane. He's only on 17-lap-old tires. Him and DJ both came in at the same time. Everyone else looking at about 30-lap stints. So it'll be interesting to see how that tire difference, 17 laps, almost, coming up on 20 laps. Halfway to our longest run that we've had guys out on 42, 48. See, Brady Shue went out on a 50. Kind of be interesting to see what the speed difference is going to be there.
So second is going to cycle back to DJ. So you see him there. I think he took a fast repair. He did. So a nice clean 20 car. So Canella, Thomas, Hausman, Shue, Bentley, and then Braden Black, Sharon Slate, and Nathan Bentley. Switch Nathan Bentley and Sharon Slate. So Bentley 7th, Slate 8th. So we will cross halfway right here. So 125 down, 125 to go. 1 to go. No. So what? We got 125 to go, and I will just say that the driver radio right now is I don't know really how to put it. Frustrated. That's a good word. Off turn 4, pace cars off. 124 to go. Second half of the race. Bad start for Camelo. Really bad start. A lot better start for DJ Thomas, and he is out front to the lead and pulling away. Hausman dives in on the 4 and hooks him in the wall. No caution, he keeps the car straight.
That one looked like it could have been Netco. It's hard to tell there. The speed difference between the cars, I know Camilla didn't get there and stayed out on those older tires. Sometimes the speed difference in iRacing can cause some pretty bad netcode to come out.
He got really close, but it looked like netcode from here. So Thomas still out front. Hausman starting to run him down just a little bit. Tyler Bentley's back through to third. Yep. So about a 4-car length advantage right now for the 20 or the 420, but Bentley's closing in quick. Braden Black is in 4th. So
kind of the same story we saw at the Charlotte race. DJ out in front, can't be maintaining on a track like Bristol, I suppose. The issues he had at Charlotte were after about 10, 15 laps, you start to see guys gain a couple seconds on, a couple miles per hour up on.
well, the pit difference this time is only about a lap or 2. So a lot less difference in tire wear. So you can see he's starting to build the gap back up just a little bit, but Tyler Bentley is slowly reeling in Mason Hausman looking for second. And if this gets into a long run, the 55 is well within striking distance to come back and take the lead here probably in the next 30 or 40 laps. 115 to go. So quickly getting down in the late stages of this race. Big send from Bentley for second. He really wants to get around Mason Hausman. He knows if he gets to second, he can kind of set his sights on the leader and focus on saving his stuff for a little bit later in this long run. For now, though, he'll stick right in behind him. Braden Black is 4th. Brady Shue is up to 5th. Nathan Bentley is up to 6th. Camilla is 7th right now. NASCAR on the lead lap. Come on, Sharon Slate's the last car on the lead lap, 8th. It's only about a half, not even a half a lap ahead of DJ right now, so we'll see how long that lasts. And Bentley has gotten around Mason Hausman. So with 110 laps to go, 111 laps to go, Tyler Bentley can start to set his sights on the back bumper of the number 20. And that he is doing. He's already making up ground. We knew Bentley was fast. He had to get back into a spot where he was going to be able to drive up and take away spots. And he is about 6 back from DJ Thomas right now. And oh man, that 55 is fast. Making 4-car lengths. Forget what I said about 30 laps. It's been about 5. And he's 3-car lengths back. Make it a car length. Battle for the race lead. He's got to find a way around him now. It's going to allow Mason Hausman to kind of get back into this battle. These two are going to start focusing on each other. We already see the 420 starting to pull back a little bit. So these guys up here as they focus on racing each other. Drag race down the backstretch. Look at this side by side, dead even. Can Bentley clear the 20 off 4? Not quite, not quite. Now he does. He slides up. New leader, Tyler Bentley. The crossover try by DJ Thomas falls a little bit short. So Bentley will start to pull away.
Tyler's had to pass Mason, and now he's had to fight DJ for the lead. It'll be interesting to see if we go green for a longer run on this one. How that's going to affect him later on with DJ and Mason be able to slowly reeling in as the tire fall off starts happening.
Well, we'll see, but I mean, we know Bentley is really, really quick. He is carrying a ton of speed. We're already 20 laps into the run. And Brady Shue is 4th, but I mean, he is a ways back. So Bentley's picking him up, putting him down. 102 laps remaining. Still more of the same. 55, 20, 420, 9, and 8, the top 5. Bentley will take 100 laps to go. now, as we enter a long run, if you're Tyler Bentley, you'll want to see the laps keep ticking off. Next time, maybe 98 to go.
Seems like a short race to all of us watching, but being out there on the track, it's one of the harder races you can be a part of. 250 laps here will really, it's a physical toll on the body, especially if you're using a force feedback wheel, trying to hold it on there, figure out the track as the grooves move up and down. We see the sun is finally starting to go down, the track's gone almost completely dark.
Bentley's lead is 5 seconds.
Yellow flag
They're
is
wrecking
out.
right in front of him, and he's in it!
Oh no.
They're wrecking right in front of the leader! Oh. A tough break. Doesn't look like much damage, though.
Go back and see what caused that there.
Certainly, if it slows the 55 down, it's not going to slow him down much at this point. Oh, yeah. Not too much damage on the 55. So.
Get a good view on what happened. Oh, it looks like the 22 of John Price maybe saw the 19 checking up there and got onto the brakes a little bit too hard.
Well, let's see who cycles through. It looks like we're going to have pit stops. Everybody's in. So it's going to be based on this pit stop who cycles through to the race lead. There'll be 4 tires for just about everybody. This one coming off. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Bentley.
Looks like Camilla might have opted to do a little bit of optional repairs instead of taking a fast repair on that one.
Well, I can't say I blame him. Save the fast repair for a little bit later on when you actually need to use it. So with about 93 to go, 92. .93 to go, 92 now. It'll be Bentley. Hausman takes second on pit road. That'll be followed by Thomas. Shoot. Ray and Black, Nathan Bentley, and Zach Camilla. That's the lead lap cars right now. Kind of a lull in the action again, which there has been a lot of it. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying the content. Well, while we're in a break, which I don't know how much longer to last, but I think it's at least one more lap. You like short track racing, we got a good couple of weeks for you, because after tonight, next week we head to Richmond Raceway. For these guys to take on another short track. It's a little bit different than Bristol, but same concept, bumping, banging, using every inch of the racetrack trying to get something going. So it'll be entertaining to watch these guys take on another short track next week. I'm not sure where we are after that.
After Richmond, we'll be going to, seems to be the Dawson Big Hickory Wise hometown track of Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Ah, my home turf. All right. Well, a couple of good weeks ahead, so stick around after tonight's race. There's some more good racing with these guys.
Green, green, green.
Green flag's back out. It's Bentley and Hausman out front. A good start for both. They'll be dead even headed down towards turn 1. Hausman gets a little bit better drive on the outside, so he'll pull ahead for a second. See if Bentley can drive it in on the inside if he tries to save his tires. He slips up a little bit. New leader, Mason Hausman's back out front.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And they're wrecking again. And it involves Braden Black. Nathan Bentley is wrecked as well. So with 88 laps to go, we'll wreck him again. And if I'm hearing the radio right, oh boy, this may have been a prime example of some payback. Whew. Oh, here we go. Out of turn 4, we're trading paint under yellow.
See what's happening here.
Wow. Oh, man. We knew we'd see it. Yeah, screw you, Tyler. No, I'm kidding. You guys are messing on the radio right now. Boy. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Okay.
We'll move on ahead here. Everyone's a little bit behind on the stream. We'll see what's going on.
Y'all chill out. Chill out. All right. Just keep your cool. We don't need to argue over the radio. All right. Just quit. Tempers are a-flaring. I did not see the replay. I'm sure you've shown it already.
Oh, yeah. It definitely seems like that was a classic case of I forgot to turn left at Bristol.
Oh, boy. Well, I heard some not so nice words on the radio. And if I heard it right, the 8 may have said something along the lines of, I can do this all night. So with about 85 laps to go, the sparks may not be done flying between the 8 and the 4, and Mason blinks and he's back. So
We were talking about maybe a little bit of action happening between Brady Shue and Zach Camilla tonight. They've been pretty tame near each other, but surprisingly, Braden Black coming out here. We know he's got a fast car. This could be a little bit of an unexpected twist. Especially moving on through the season. I wonder how this is going to play out in the rest of our races.
I'm really just focused on the last 84 laps of this race. I have no idea how these are going to pan out. And if I'm the front two, I'm just trying to get a good restart. Because if you look on between rows 2 and 3, they found each other again. So the 8 and the 4 may not be done just yet.
Might be good for some of these guys a couple laps down, though.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get free laps at this point, but for now it's Hausman, Bentley, and Shue out front of the mess behind them. So let's see who gets the better restart. Let's see what happens. We put lap 168 on the board, green flag. Bad start for Bentley that time, and Hausman checks out. And now watch as the 8 and the 4, well, they're not going to be near each other for now, so Mason Hausman, an incredible restart. He flies through the lead, he blinks in, he's back again. Tyler Bentley through to second. Braden Black looking for third. And he'll get it. So Hausman leads, 81 laps to go. Over Tyler Bentley and Braden Black. And Comella just took fourth, excuse me, from Brady Shue. He's working on it. Now he did. So 80 laps to go.
I'm going to sit behind these two guys in front of me watch and see what happens.
Maybe it's my intuition. Something tells me the 4 and the 8 are not done. Anyway, Tyler Bentley's made it back to within 3 or 4 car lengths of the 420 and Mason Hausman. So, amidst a battle of trading paint back there for 3rd position, we got a battle for the lead 4 minutes. 77 to go. And he's only up by about 3 car lengths on the 55 of Tyler Bentley, who has been fast all night long. Mason blinks again, and he's back again.
Looking at the speeds,
So now on for the lead.
Mason is carrying a lot more speed off that high side, but the line seems to be sticking right with Tyler in order to get those good runs to get up on the even.
Oh, he was there for a second. It's the closest he's been. He slides it off. Hausman gets the wall. Bentley gets inside of him. Drag race for the race lead. It's 74 to go. Another good drive off for Tyler Bentley. He's inside of the 420. Oh, they're going to rub doors. Oh, that was close. Bentley slides up. New leader, Tyler Bentley. There's only 73 to go. I don't know how many more chances of this you're going to get. There's a lot to go over, definitely in the next, not only the next 72 laps, but as we move on from this race. If nothing else happens from here, I have no idea at this point. But Tyler Bentley done. I'm checking out, and they're wrecking, and
Yellow,
it's
yellow.
Braden Black again. Oh, it's spamming the same 2 again. Ooh, they're checking out the car here. This car. Whoa.
Oh, it may not have been Camilla on that one.
Well, he seems to think it is. Oh. Oh, he's not happy, I'll tell you that much. The 8 car is not happy. Oh, wow.
We'll watch here as they're exiting off the corner. It looks like the 013 car.
Oh boy. This is quite a race.
Yeah, that one, on that one, Michael Lanphier just got loose coming off the corner, running the high side, got into the wall a little bit, and then into the right rear quarter panel of Braden Black. That is a case of mistaken identity, I believe. Might just be because of the camouflage on the side of the full pedal jacket car of Zach Camella, and on the side of that 013
Maybe you can't
car.
see him. Maybe you can't see
Just
him.
blend right in.
So we'll have about 67 to go when we hit the line next time. And Braden Black has called it a night.
You hate to see it with the car running as fast as what he was, but
And we got a new leader again. And it's DJ Thomas again. I'm going to interject one time. Zach, you asked if we'd see him next week. I think you'll see him next week. One way or another, it sounds like.
the real DJ Mannix, as it seems like Black has been in the middle of all of the incidents today. Quite a few of them. quite a few of them. Maybe a couple of them we're gonna have to look at in the post race and see what exactly went on. Might have to assess some penalties here for it, but
well, most of
tends
it's
to
just a
happen at
product
the
of
short
Bristol.
tracks. Yeah,
Most of it, I think, is just it's a product of Bristol. Braden had a fast car. We saw him lead laps. We saw him up front most of the night. Just kind of one of those deals. Got hooked up with the 4. And so now we got a different look at the front of the field. It's DJ Thomas and Brady Shue on the front row, followed by Camella, Hausman, Bentley, and then Nathan Bentley. So I think we're down to 6 on the lead lap. We are 6 cars on the lead lap. Next week, look, we were talking about it earlier. If another short track isn't enough reason already to tune in next week, it definitely is
Green
now.
flag, green flag.
We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Green flag back out. It's Thomas and Brady Shue out front with 65 to go. Good drive for the 9 off 2. We had to lift a little bit, try not to get in the wall. Hausman's there. Thomas slides up 3 wide for the race lead, and Brady Shue, what a run on the outside. The 9 car to the lead for the first time. Thomas and Hausman battle for second. Camella settles into 4th, Bentley settles into 5th, and Nathan Bentley settles into 6th. And a little bit of contact, cars in the wall. And they're wrecking again. It's DJ Thomas. And, oh man. Back again with 62. Well, 61 to go right here when we hit the line. A caution-filled affair tonight with a lot of sparks flying. Lots of rivalries starting to form here in just the 4th race of the season. And we still got 60 laps left, so with still 60 laps to go, still plenty can happen. And the man in the right spot right now is Brady Shue. Took the lead on the restart on an incredible 3-wide move, rim riding around the outside wall. So, still 6 cars on the lead lap. DJ stays on the lead lap. He's back there on the tail end of the lead lap. He'll come down pit road.
Braden Black has said that he will be returning next week. That's good to know.
Well, it's good to know if you're anyone except the driver of the 4. If you're the driver of the 4, next week may not be so great for you. We'll see. So we'll re-rack again with under 60 to go. It'll be Shue, Hausman, the Bentley brothers on row 2. So Nathan Bentley slowly and quietly has made his way up near the front, and he is a genuine threat.
He's as much of a threat to win this race as Zach Camella is to the safety of the 8 car tonight, is what I feel.
The 8 car is to the safety of himself as well. No, to the safety of the 4. They were going at each other, and you know what? I don't blame them. It's a short track.
Of course.
It kind of lend themselves to these things.
Tempers rise, doors
Definitely
bang, paint gets traded. It's just how it
Definitely
goes here
creates-
at Bristol.
Definitely creates a fun storyline going into another short track next week. So,
For those of you who are out there looking, may be interested in seeing how we deal with these things. If we find that it's an intentionally caused wreck, there will be a penalty assessed. Other than that, though, if you can get away with a bump and run and make it not look like it's a intentional incident, we may have a talk with you about it and verify everything, but we let the drivers police themselves for the most part here.
I think I heard it called once the boys have at it mentality. We definitely like to go by that.
Yeah, if you don't like somebody chopping your nose into the corner, doing a
10-4.
slide job on you, feel free to do it right back.
So with 57 to go, the pace car will pull off again. It'll be Brady Shue controlling the restart. Last time he controlled the restart, it did not go well. Let's see if he can do a little bit better job this time. He does. It'll be a battle between the 9 and the 420, and oh man, it's a 420 shot out of a cannon. Mason Hausman is gone on this restart. Tyler Bentley through to third. Only 5 cars remaining on lead lap as TJ Thomas calls it tonight. Bentley will try to work his way around the 9 and start trying to chase down the 420 of Hausman's. We're starting to get into a range where if we pit one more time, we get another caution. It's a run to the end. We'll see here. Mason blinks a couple times. He's back. I blinked for a couple of seconds. Didn't tend to go very far. So 54 to go. 53 and a half. So 53 to go right here. Almost to lap number 200. Tyler Bentley is trying really, really hard to get around the 9 of Brady Shue right now. He's been inside the 9 for the past 2 or 3 laps. 9 holds him off for now.
Mantra of passing on this track, though, run, 2 tires down below the car in front of you, get the draft through the straightaway, gain some speed on the corner, and then just slowly eke them up and up and up. He can do really well in the longer runs, so I think we'll see him start to pick up a little bit of extra speed here as we get on throughout the race.
Yeah. So Hausman still leading by about 8 car lengths over Brady Shue with 50 laps to go. We're in the final 50 laps. And the battle rages on for second. They're both starting to catch the leader, Mason Hausman, now. So really a 3-car battle for the win right now. With under 50 laps to go. Closing more. 3 car lanes separate the 420 and the 9. 2 cars that have been fast all night long now get to settle it amongst themselves.
One thing I want to throw in here real quick, seems like Nathan Bentley has worked himself up to 4th place.
Yeah, I noticed that on the restart. He's kind of slowly stayed out of incidents. So unlike Daytona, where it seemed like everyone wrecked around the 6, this time he has stayed out of everything, run his race, and finds himself in P4 with just a handful of laps to go. Still not really out of it yet, at least judging by how the leaders have been racing all race. Go now. Brady Shue is up to the back bumper of Mason Hausman, so we got a 3-way battle for the lead. Shue hooks a left off turn 4, trying to get to the inside. Here he comes. He's there. Slides up a little bit. They're going to maybe bang doors off of 2. Hausman keeps the lead for now. Brady's got a good line, though. Off through 3 and 4. Now Bentley's gotten to his outside. Heads up. 55 has found the outside line, and he is coming around 9. Now he dives inside for the race lead. Battle for the lead with under 50 laps to go. Bentley slides way up the racetrack there. But it ends up working out for him. He's a half a car length ahead. Can he drive it off of 4 and get the race lead? He can, but not before Hausman gets the wall and slides. He'll hold on to it. He'll keep that car in 3rd, but Tyler Bentley's taking the race lead. So it's Bentley now out front. He starts to pull away a little bit. We know Brady Shue's got pace to keep up with him. Let's see if he can, though, with under 40 laps to go now.
Brady's had the benefit here of being the only guys to really be able to run the high side. out of the 3 that are up in front. So that little bit of tire that he saved here the last couple laps of this race might make a difference.
Don't speak too soon. I did that last week. When Tyler Bentley took the lead from Colin Bauer late in the race. We had a caution come out. But boy, as good as that car was last week for him, this car is 5 times better. The 55
coat of paint on
especially.
there, and that thing drives 5 miles an hour faster.
It sure seems that way. He was already fast, but now just a great run tonight overall for several of these guys, but especially Tyler Bentley. And he's got 36 more laps left around Bristol. Brady Shue is second. Hausman still third. Camella in fourth. So after everything he went through with the 8, Camella is still P4. Nathan Bentley in fifth. So a good run for all 5 of the top 5 cars.
I'll say it's a good run for everyone who's participated here. I know there's probably some guys who are frustrated with how things went and maybe wanted to run a better race here, but Bristol's a tough track, and like I said before, it's really tough on the body to stay focused, and as short as it is, the laps seem to, like, they tick down really quick, but those 15-second, 16-second, 18-second laps that you can get on here during traffic are some of the most grueling out of any track that I've personally raced.
Oh, we have 219 laps on the board. Next time by, 31 to go for Tyler Bentley, and he is setting sail. Gap is about 2.8 seconds now. So consistency is showing for the 55 early on in this season. Really all 4 races. Camella's up to third. So Camella's taking third. He's too far back, obviously, under green to catch the 55. In the event of a caution, the 4 is, he's not lacking speed right now. So it's time by 27 laps to go. And if you're Tyler Bentley, you're counting down the laps here. Hoping they count down a little bit faster than they are right now.
Just realized we had the wrong title on the ticker the whole time. I apologize.
Yeah. And if you don't know, we're at Bristol because there's not a title at the top that says Bristol. I don't. I mean, this definitely isn't Charlotte. "25 laps to go, so Bentley has reached the home stretch." He comes up, laps to 22 again. Now comes up on his brother Nathan. A good run, but the 55 is just overwhelmingly fast. Ratio is second. Gap's 5.5. So with 23 to go. All Tyler Bentley.
Might be a good little bit of revenge race for him mentally here. He ran a really good race last time, just couldn't seem to keep up with Colin, and now he's in the same position as we've seen both Colin and Steve. It seems some of these guys, they're feeling it, and it's their track. They just get out in front and take off.
Well, it looked like last week after a speeding penalty to 15, we knew Tyler was fast. The speeding penalty to 15, he was 5 laps from getting the white flag and making it official. A caution came out. there, everything cycled through. He ended up coming up just short. This week, though, with 20 laps to go, he is firmly in control of this race. In fact, he is just one turn behind putting 4th place a lap down. I mean, he is just... He's so incredibly fast. With 18 laps to go, not many cars on track. It's going to take a lot to even give these other guys a shot at the 55. This is going to be a guy that's a little bit hard to put a lap down. 420 of Hausman blinks. He's got the outside though, so let's see how much of a fight he can put up. Not much. And the 55 has lapped Mason Hausman, who led laps tonight, so don't take anything away from him. A good performance by really all of the top 4 cars. Laps led-wise. We saw all 4 lead for chunks of time. So under 15 laps to go. Permission denied. He said, I heard I have permission to punt you into the wall. So Bentley puts Comella a lap down. So that leaves 2 cars on a lead lap. Bentley and Brady shoot. And don't think he'll get to the 9. You just cannot say enough about really how good a run it was, how resilient a run it has been so far for Tyler Bentley. A lot of laps. Hung in, held his ground. And with only 11 laps to go, he's got his sights set on the checkered flag.
It's a good little key piece of advice there for anyone watching. Don't give up. Tyler has been right there in the top 2 to 3, top 5 at Daytona. Finished really well in the Clash, and he's finally getting his opportunity here, and he's making the most out of it, getting out in front and taking charge of this entire race. So,
well, he's been consistent. We knew he had been consistent, but this tonight has been his most consistent performance by far. And as the race has gone on, it seems like that car's gotten better.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, no! Right as it seemed like the race was over, now we get a late race caution. And for Tyler Bentley, it's deja vu. It's shades of last week. Now here's the problem. Here's the issue. So, obviously Bentley's going to come get tires, because they've been on tires for about 60 laps now. So, Bentley will pit. Here's the issue. Well, let's see who pits and who doesn't. So, Brady Shoe pits.
you know, Brady,
Hausman's going to get...
actually did, I believe, get clipped in that caution.
Well, they're both going to get tires. Hausman gets the lucky dog. So he'll be back on the lead lap. And as long as Nathan Bentley stayed out, along with, well, Camella's 2 laps down. But as long as Bentley's in front of the leaders, which it appears as if he is, Bentley's going to get back on the lead lap as well. He'll be 4th. And here come the cars that are not on the lead lap. Or, well, Mason got the lucky dog. So if you're Tyler Bentley, you got new tires. All you got to do right here is get a good restart. You're only going to have probably 2 or 3 laps to go. So all you got to do is get a good enough restart to pull out ahead of the second place car of Brady Shue and set sail. We know he has the speed. He's got to get out in front. The problem is Brady's going to have the top side. So we're looking at a battle for the win right here.
Yeah, we've seen Tyler. He has been able to pass guys on the low side, but he has struggled there in that after that last restart to get around Brady. Brady going to be on the outside. I think it comes down to, one, who gets the better run coming out of turn 4 after the first lap, and two, who gets the better restart, because both of these cars have been up front on the restarts, and both of them have kind of flubbed at least one, I know, apiece. So a little bit of nervousness here going into what it should be close to a green-white checkered, I believe.
Well, if I'm Tyler Bentley here, I'm probably going to try to slide up in 1 and 2. I think I'm going to try to clear the 9 if I can get a good enough restart to slide up in front of him in 1 and 2. If you can slide job the 9 in 1 and 2, I think you're probably clear for the win. And really, that car has been good enough all night long. He may have a shot to beat him just straight up. I'll tell you what, we're about to have one great battle for the race win. 3 cars on the lead lap, but really only 2 of them are out front. So the 55 and the 9 will settle this. 2 laps to go. For Tyler Bentley, he was so close. Pace car pulls off. Can he get a good enough restart to beat Brady? Green flag back in the air. 2 laps to go. Off into 1 and 2. A good run for Tyler. Can he get the drive off? He tries to slide up. Gets a little bit loose. Iracing cautions out, but now Brady's in the lead. But now that benefits the 55. Because now he'll have the top. The car that wrecked was Nathan Bentley. So after all that, now we got 3 cars for the battle for the win. But the problem is, benefits the 55 now. Look, the 9 was home free. He was gone. And Bentley tried to send it off too, and he was sliding that car.
Oh, yeah.
But now Tyler Bentley is going to have a high line on the restart. He's been good up there all night, and he takes the line away from Brady Shue, who's run up there all night. So we'll see. Green-white checkered coming up. Whew. So it'll be 2 laps to go again. We got a 3-car duel for the win.
Yeah, 3 of these are the fastest guys
Bentley,
that we've seen on the track here, too.
And Hausman, so all deserving of a trip to victory lane, perhaps none more so than Tyler Bentley. After the race he's run, he's got the high line. He's got to get a good restart. If he can get a good restart and at least be side by side off 2 at the 9, the 55 has been incredibly fast off the top tonight. So it actually works out a little bit better that we got a caution right there.
It'll be interesting to see, too. I mean, it is a short track, but getting a little bit of a push coming to the line could be a deciding factor here. If Mason can't get out in front of either of these guys, I think it comes down to who does he like more, and who is he going to try to help win.
If I'm Mason, do you try to just stay behind somebody, hope something opens up, or do you try to take a gap, especially? See, at least last year, I seem to remember a car number 9 going a little bit hard into turn 3. If that happens again, if you're Mason, you got to be ready to either take a gap or force one. You know you don't have pressure coming from behind you. You only got 3 cars on the lead lap. So If you're Brady, you're not letting Tyler get that high line off too. You're not letting him get clear. If you're Mason, you're either waiting for a gap or making a hole. And if you're Tyler Bentley, you got to make it stick off the top and get to the white flag.
One thing that we haven't mentioned here is Brady Shue, our current leader, did inform us today that he did test positive for the virus. So he's out here putting it all out on the line for us, dealing with that sickness.
It's quite a performance. Even if he was fully healthy, it's quite a performance even that way, but even more so under the conditions he's under. It's great to see him running so well tonight. But with 2 laps to go, this party may get spoiled. 2 laps to go. Green, white, checker, green flag is out. It's a great start for both guys. Tyler Bentley, they're both sliding loose.
Those cold tires on this slick track.
Tyler Bentley gets a run on the high side. Here he comes. He's clear for the lead. He's coming to the white flag. One more time around. The battle's for second. After a great performance, finally, Tyler Bentley gets it done. He wins in Bristol. What a race. What a run for Tyler Bentley, and a much deserved win finally there. The brothers celebrate. After a few weeks of consistency, he gets one done. And he'll burn it down for us on the front stretch. We'll give him a minute to celebrate here. We'll get a word from him. We're going to get a word from all 3 of the top 3. So we'll get a word from all of them. So we'll give Tyler another quick second to celebrate.
Oh, this one's got to feel good for him. Like we said, been up front pretty much all of the races that we've had so far. Last week, I think we pretty much shoot him in for the winner, and then that disappointment of the late race caution. The nerves that he must have been experiencing this week going in the exact same situation. And to win it, I don't blame him at all for taking this pace or this reverse lap.
Oh yeah,
celebrating the way that he is.
He is loving this one, and he deserves to after the disappointment at the end of last week's race. It looked like he had it in the bag, and then today a late caution. He fights through it. Looks like he's going to be in the same boat, finishing second. A caution helps him. He wins the restart, and he wins the race. We'll pull it to a stop here, and we're going to go... I'll grab him. I'll get him here in a second. He is still burning it down. I think he's finally come to a stop, and now we'll go get him. We're going to talk to all 3 of the top 3, so bear with us here. We're going to get the winner first. I got him.
Look at how bad it was.
Race winner, Tyler Bentley. We thought we were going to be saying it last week. We're saying it this week. You put on a show for us tonight. What did you have to do to get it done for us?
Oh, man. What a race, first off. What a race. Kept the car clean as clean as I could, although I did end up in one accident. But, yeah, tried to keep it clean and just run as hard as I could and save tire when I could. So.
Well, definitely a great performance for you. We saw a caution come out there with about 6 laps to go. What was going through your head? It was almost deja vu from last week.
Yeah, definitely deja vu. I said, no way this is happening again. And I knew I had to have a fantastic restart. And that first one there, I didn't get the best of restart. and then I was able to get that green-white checkered there and started on the outside of Brady. So that was lucky, but we both spun the tires on that final restart for sure. So it was just who got into turn one.
Well, you've got the win under your belt now. You've been consistent all season long. We head to Richmond next week before we kind of get into the later parts of the season. So now that you've got the win under your belt, does it kind of make things easier as we go on through the season trying to keep up the consistency?
Yeah, I definitely believe so. Richmond, kind of a short track, so we'll see how we can do there. Definitely love this week. I love Bristol. I love racing it. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the rest of the season and seeing what all happens.
Definitely, definitely. Well, you got it done tonight for us. Race winner Tyler Bentley. Go enjoy it. Go celebrate it. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you, guys.
Let's move into the lounge. All right, we'll go grab. Let's see if we can get Brady. I don't know what shape he's in. We said he's kind of under the weather. Let's see if we can get him though.
Meet into that battle.
Second place finisher Brady Shue up here in the broadcast booth. Looked like you had it there for a second, but you come home second anyway. So what did you have to do to get a good finish out of the race tonight?
I was just saving my past repairs like I was trying to do, and I used one last minute there, and I had him beat because he slipped off coming off at 2 there, but that caution came out, and that restart on the inside, you can't really go full throttle because you have to let off from the bottom lane, but and he raced good. I wasn't going to wreck him. I like Tyler and too much to hit him to the wall, but there were some good battles and fights tonight, and that will carry over to next week. I'll be watching those from afar.
Well, speaking of next week, we go to another short track. We go to Richmond. So, how is your confidence level as we go there after the good run you put on tonight?
I like Richmond. It's a little bit tough on tires for me. I don't know how to save a lot, but I'm just watching Zach and Braden's battle next week. It'll be fun to watch.
For sure, for sure. Second place finisher Brady Shue. Go enjoy the good finish, and we will see you next week in Richmond.
Thank you.
Now, third place was Mason Hausman. We'll see what he's up to. I got him. Let's see if we can get him in here. He's asking me about it all race, so we'll get him in here for a couple of words after he ran a great race. Third place finisher Mason Hausman. Your first race with us tonight. You led laps. The car looked really good. You come out of it with a third place finish. How do you feel about your first race with us here?
I feel pretty good. I just wanna say thanks to this awesome 420 team for helping me get through this race today. I just wanna thank my sponsors, Red Bull, Bank of America, and Craftsman. I just wanna give a good shout out to my spotter Wyatt Pasteur for helping me through the race. Yeah, I think personally we did pretty well. We could have gotten second, but the lap car came down the inside. But I'm not gonna be mad. Third place is a third place. That's a podium finish right there.
For sure. We head to another short track next week in Richmond. So how does this help your confidence level? What do you feel like you can do next week when we go to Richmond?
I definitely think that we could probably be more aggressive. I'm pretty confident that the car will help us try to get them. I'm gonna try to get a win, but we got some really fast guys right here, and I'm just really excited to be here.
Definitely. Well, it was good to see you running good. Go enjoy it. Take the confidence into next week, and we will see you in Richmond next Wednesday night.
Thank you very much.
Well, that race had a little bit of everything. Good racing, good battles, some wrecks, some rivalries, some storylines to watch. Going into next week's race, that was my favorite race to call. I know the drivers are not going to share that sentiment. Several of them. We got some heated drivers after this one, but next week, like we said, we go to Richmond, and it should be another great short track event there. And yeah, that was a lot of fun as usual.
Yeah, I believe that's all that we have for tonight. Be sure, if you're watching out there on YouTube, maybe after the race is over, we do have the videos go up, uploaded to our channel at Full Pedal Jacket. If you're watching out there on Twitch, the video will go up and stay up for 2 weeks as of now. We're working on that path to affiliate. Get a playlist up for you guys. Go back and watch all of our previous broadcasts. But make sure you hit subscribe, follow the channel. Stay tuned for more racing. It's looking like we're going to extend the season a little bit here. Unable to fill the grid of cars up to what we could completely like. So looking at maybe an ending sometime in August and September. Every week, Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be bringing you action from Iracing and from Full Pedal Jacket.
I think that's all I got. So with that was Peyton Jennings. I am Big Hickory, Dawson Wise. We'll see you next week in Richmond, and everybody out there,